a while back, I saw this video of this lady doing this illustration, and she was talking about life, and she was talking about how we carry things around with us and all that, and she used a cup of water for the illustration. I thought it was a super interesting idea, and just the way she talked about it. Maybe you saw it too, maybe you saw something to this effect, but she talked about a cup of water, and having a cup of water, and she was talking to the audience, and she said, you know, how much does this cup weigh, right? And this cup of water, how much does this weigh? And she got all sorts of answers, and you know, oh, it's 10 ounces, it's 8 ounces, it's 12 ounces, whatever it was. And she said, okay, well, if I hold this cup for an hour, how much does it weigh? And she got, you know, the extra sciencey people, well, you know, because of evaporation, it'd be a little, okay, no, I'm not talking about that. How much does this weigh? And someone said, well, it would weigh the same. Like the cup it doesn't change in weight just because it's been an hour. She said, well, what if I hold this cup of water for a day? Still doesn't change, still a cup of water still weighs the same. Well, what if I hold this cup for a week? She said. Again, it's the same. The cup of water is the same, right? And she said, okay, but how does it feel? And then all of a sudden the people are starting to connect the dots. They're going, oh, okay, so it's going to feel a lot heavier, right? If you try to hold this cup of water for a whole day, I mean, your arm's going to lock up. It doesn't weigh anything, really, not much right now, but if I try to hold this for a few hours, it's going to be a little bit painful. If I try to hold it for a day, it's going to start to hurt. If I try to, you know, the longer I try to hold it, the more my arm is going to get tired and atrophy and you know, catch a cramp or something like that. And the longer you hold it, the heavier it feels. Not the heavier it becomes, just the heavier that it feels. And if you think about it, this little cup of water is a lot like life. Because a lot of times we carry stuff around with us. We will pour our lives full of things that have happened to us, grudges that we hold against people, you know, forgiveness that we haven't given to people, things that have been done to us, and we just carry them around in our hearts and on our shoulders, and we just walk around like we're walking around with a cup of water. And you know, the weight of those things doesn't really change, but the longer you hold on to it, the heavier it becomes, the heavier it feels like it is, until it gets to a point where you just can't even carry it at all. It just weighs you down to the point where your life is just nowhere near what it could be, what it should be, what you know that you want it to be. And so today, whatever you got going on, we all have cups of water that we're dealing with. We all have cups of water that we're carrying around, things that we know we need to handle. We know we need to talk to somebody about. We need to maybe seek some counseling about. We need to go back and make some things right. We need to seek forgiveness. We need to offer forgiveness. We need to do things to kind of amend or fix some of the stuff that's happened in our past. We all have cups of water. But I want to encourage you today to put the water down. Put the cup of water down. Do whatever you got to do to start putting those things that are, you know, weighing down right now, that you're carrying on your shoulders. What do you got to do to put them down? Who do you need to talk to? Do you need to make a phone call right now? I'll wait. That's fine. Push pause. Right? Turn this video off. It's that important. Who do you need to call right now to make amends, to fix something, to offer forgiveness, to say, hey, I'm sorry. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Please forgive me. What cups of water are you holding on to right now that you could very easily just put it down if you would just make the effort? If you would just take the steps, if you would just find a counselor, if you would find maybe a psychologist, if you could find a pastor, find a doctor, find somebody in your life, find a friend, find a loved one that you can talk to and start processing the things that have happened. Because we've all had bad things happen. Every single person is fighting a hard battle one way or another. You, me, and everybody. So what are the things that you need to do right now, today, to start lifting some of these weights off your shoulders? Right? Just walking around weighed down, gosh, that's no way to live. And you're not going to be able to live the life you want, to create the life that you want, until you start putting those cups of water down. So whatever you got to do today to put it down, please start taking those steps. Please start finding those people to talk to, whether it's to make amends or just to process or figure it out. Please, I'm asking you wholeheartedly, truthfully, genuinely, please start putting the cups of water down. Hey, it's Gabe, and I really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And right now, I need you to do me two quick favors. One, please subscribe to this channel so you'll get updates every time I release new content. And two, if you're ready to take your life to the next level if you feel like you're just kind of floating through life, or you're really struggling to get motivated to get out there and chase your dreams, or you feel like you're just not being fulfilled the way you really want to be, then I'd like to share with you my 5 steps to a next level life. These are the same 5 steps that I go through every time I feel like my life's not exactly where I want it to be. So if you feel like you're just kind of wandering through your days, floating through your life, or just having a hard time chasing those dreams, or just feeling like life is more than you're experiencing right now, then please check out gabebarrett.net/next level. I'd love to send that over to you. Just click the link and I'll email it right to you. So if you feel like that's something that could help you, please check it out. And until I see you again, please just get out there and create the life you want and create a life that matters.